What's up, Fever Nation? First, I want to start off with great win. 5th consecutive win, 5 games above 500. Great direction that the team is headed in spite of the coaching challenges they face as a team. The first quarter highlights featured 7 turnovers and another abysmal, lethargic, slow start by the motion offense. Coach White, hell-bent as usual on starting this lineup, always starts the game off very slow. Now keep in mind, Fever Nation, they were playing the Seattle Storm. Last game, the Dallas Wings. 2 teams they have had a handle on pretty much during the course of the season. When they play much, much better teams, you're going to see different outcomes. You're going to see leads, if they are able to develop one, evaporate, possibly to the extent of an L. Tonight, Kelsey Mitchell, although she was off from the field, that's okay. Special K, that's okay. That you could go 0 for 20. We still looking for you to hit the money ball shot. For all of you that were paying attention, they went after Boston early with 2 bogus fouls. Her first 2 fouls were suspect at best, but we're not going to go there. So they take Boston out the game because Seattle did not have anyone in the middle to slow her down. And when the Fever are scoring in the paint at will, it opens up the game from the arc, the 3-point game, as you saw tonight. Even without Boston on the floor, the Fever were still able to somehow get the 3 off. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham, who was knocking down the 3 when she was open. Thank you, Sophie, for stepping up in the place of Lexi Hull, who is the team's best defender coming off the bench. Hull is now struggling from the field to knock down a 3, which she had no problem doing early in the season when she was getting more playing time. Another anomaly of the first half, Makayla Timpson, MIA, because of Stephanie White, hell-bent on doing whatever she thinks she's doing over there on the sidelines, not putting quality players, quality defenders in this contest tonight. Chloe Bibby comes in, dishes out a couple of assists, looks like she forewent her 3-point game to go for the assist game. And we did not see her after that the rest of the game. What the hell is going on, Stephanie White? And to add insult to injury, did you hear the broadcast crew when they said they talked to Stephanie White about what the offense is like with Caitlin Clark and what it was like without Caitlin Clark? And she had the unmitigated gall and audacity to say that the offense run better when she's off the floor. Fever is harder to scout when Clark is not playing. She says when Clark is in the game, the ball does not move around as much. How in the hell could your best player be leading the team in assists if the ball isn't moving around Stephanie White? I must admit, Fever Nation, the more I'm starting to hear about Stephanie White, the more abysmal the news seems to become. Now, Damiris Dantas, God bless her when she is hitting the 3. But when she is not, she is a defensive liability on the floor. Tonight, Damiris Dantas played too many minutes. Why was not Chloe Bibby in the game? At least she is a better defender. Yes, give Dantas every opportunity to get her game going. She is a very effective player when she is scoring. And when she is not scoring, the defense suffers. The point differential is a considerable negative in her case. Come on, Stephanie, make the rotations quicker. Stephanie, what was the reason Makayla Timpson did not get any playing time? Is she in the doghouse? Did she not come to practice this week? Did she miss a practice this week? What was the rationale for not giving your rookie any playing time in a contest like this? If you can put Dantas on the floor and give up defensive positioning, because down that drive, you took that time out where Malonga, the 19-year-old, drove from the three-point arc all the way to the basket. And guess who was defending her? And why was she on the floor? Because that's who Coach White wanted in the game at that point of the contest, instead of giving the rookie an opportunity to have an impact on the game. Yes, Makayla Timpson was just sitting there over there on the bench on ice, not even looking at any playing time. How could you look down the bench and look at that young lady and say, you're going to have to wait? Why didn't you put her in, Stephanie? I hope one of the reporters asked you that in the post-game press conference, because we need answers why your rookie and possibly your second best defender is sitting on the bench in every contest leading up to the playoffs. You need to get her ready to be effective for this team. The Fever is going to make a deep run in the playoffs in spite of all the prognostications and foolishness that we are hearing on the news. Scott Agnes, if it is true you were throwing a Fever player under the bus, shame on you. Before I let you go, Fever Nation, did you see when they went to the timeout? Stephanie White was irate, telling players she wants on the floor at that particular time. Why aren't they defending better? Because you don't have any defensive players in the game, Coach White. She was yelling. She was screaming. She was getting on them about not being intense enough. And then the other coach steps in with the clipboard and draws up solutions, gives them a way to stop doing what they're doing. Stephanie White, this too is a part of coaching. You have to constructively criticize, number one, and then show them how to fix it, Coach White. What I witnessed Coach White during that moment was destructive criticism. If you're going to destructively criticize your players, you must come on the heels of that with some constructive criticism and solutions how to fix the problem you were upset about. And before I close, once again, great job, Fever. Great job. Way to get the dub. Way to get 5 in a row. Your next contest will be against a team you all have struggled with all season. Coach White, you're going to have to come up with a game plan. You can't put this off on your assistant coaches. You're going to have to put in a scout and a game plan that will be effective, because from what I can tell, you all have not beat the Sparks this season. With this 6th win in a row will be legitimate if you can beat the Sparks on the road. Coach White, we will reconsider calling you a great coach or a good coach if you can get this win, Coach White. Stop yelling at your players destructively and not criticizing constructively on the heels of that, Coach White. That's all I have for you right now, Fever Nation. You all have a great weekend. I'm out.